Good morning guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is currently 7:26 on Friday morning and today I'm going to be filming you guys a what I eat in a day / daily vlog. But at the moment I'm training for my half marathon that is in 3 weeks. All of my food is very much centered around fueling my training and my performance and my recovery too, because that one is something that a lot of people sleep on. So I've definitely come from a background of restriction and under fueling, but in recent years I've very much gone on this journey and transitioned into focusing on fueling myself for my performance. So today is all about fueling and I've got a busy day. I've already been working and I wasn't going to pick up the camera this soon, but I had to because I needed some food. And you know, in the past I wouldn't have eaten until about 10:30 if I've not trained, which I haven't, but my stomach was growling, so I was like, I need to make something. We've got a bit of a random meal going on though, however this isn't what I was planning on having. But when I was on my yoga retreat in Tuscany, the lady that was cooking for us there would make eggs for breakfast alongside everything else that was there, and everything else was like sweet and the eggs were the only savoury part of the breakfast. So I was getting used to having a bowl of eggs, which is what I made, alongside like porridge and other stuff. But you know what, I really liked it. So I literally just put 2 eggs in a pan and made some scrambled eggs with some salt and some chilies, and I'm just gonna eat this before I go get a coffee, because if I don't eat before coffee it's gonna send me through the roof and my stomach is literally growling. I do want to make a proper breakfast. This isn't breakfast, this is literally a snack to get me through till breakfast, and then I'll show you that as well. Got hiccups. I've already had a litre of water in one of these. I've got 2 of them, like I said in my last YouTube video. I'm just getting some work done. On a Friday I kind of make sure that everything is running smoothly, so I just check up on inquiries that have come in for coaching, but I really want to get on with editing a good chunk of content today. I had initially planned to do a little bit of working and editing whilst I go on a walk and get outside first thing, but I got up. One, it was dark, so I didn't really fancy that. Like, if I don't need to go outside in the dark, I won't, especially if I'm on my own. And we do also have a walk pad, but I don't know, I felt like sitting down, being cozy and just getting on with work, so that's what I've done. I'm really starting to tap into being a bit more intuitive and listening to my body and what it needs. And I know that getting up and getting a workout in first thing is great, and some people don't have the flexibility, unfortunately, to do elsewise. But because I'm not training until later today, I did want to get out and walking just to wake me up. And I probably do kind of need it thinking about it, because I think I am moving quite slow right now. You know, when your like body is just not quite able to move at pace. So I'm kind of holding out until the sourdough shop opens, but that's not until 8:30. So you know what, I think I'm gonna go get a coffee and go work downstairs until then, and then I'm gonna go get my sourdough, and then I'm gonna come back up and make breakfast. That sounds like a great plan. I think Stone will be waking up anytime now as well. Just gonna get some sourdough. We've got a white sourdough from this little place up here, which is kind of tucked away. It's quite a hard one to come across, but I was at Assay in the Tribe once, which is also up here in the Deansgate Mews, and walked past and I was like, I'm gonna try that sourdough place out. And honestly, the best sourdough. But they said they're actually moving because they don't really get enough footfall up here, so I think they're moving onto Deansgate. But if you're into sourdough, definitely go try Holy Grain. Gorgeous is this weather. just got back into the flat. Stone is cooking his breakfast. I've had some more water and a coffee, so I'm ready for breakfast now. We've actually just had our odd box arrive. This is my new fave delivery of the week. It's got our veg in. Basically, when I went away on my yoga retreat, I came back and I was like, I need to be eating better quality fruits and veg that are locally sourced, or as locally sourced as possible. And we've always got our fruit and veg from Aldi or Tesco, and sometimes the quality is just not great. When you're eating locally, sorry, not locally, what am I saying? Eating seasonally helps with the quality of the fruit and veg that you're having, but it's something that I just forget about and I'll order the same thing again and again. So I thought I'll get one of these boxes, these subscription boxes, because they basically do that for you. They get what's in season generally. So that's what we're doing. And we get a medium box every 2 weeks, and it's like, I think it's about £14, but it tells you where everything's from and why it's in the odd box. But things are either in here because there was too many produced or because they're a bit too odd. So we've got carrots from the UK. Usually it says exactly where they're from in the UK, but anyway, it says that these are too odd and too big and there was too many. Then we've got broccoli from the UK, too many of them, just a normal broccoli. Then we've got peppers from the Netherlands, too many, too odd. These are actually really small. Got loads of peppers. Then we've got leeks from the UK, too small and too many. They are really tiny. I had some cucumbers the other week that were really small as well. And then we've got sweet potatoes from Egypt. Cool, these have travelled far.
You're just talking about seasonal, not local produce.
I know. Not local at all. No, I was talking about seasonal. But anyway, from Egypt. You can smell the pyramids on these. Too odd, too small. Maybe it's not as local as I thought. I thought you could get sweet potatoes in the UK. Got tomatoes from the Netherlands. Too odd. They don't look odd to me. The thing is, like, all of the stuff is absolutely fine. Then, last but not least, we've got a lot in this one this week. Got onions from Essex / East Anglia. Too many, too small. So, not an ad, but yeah, it is great. I actually, oh, I've got spinach as well. Spinach from Kent, too many. Well, I'm excited about that. Excited to pop that in the fridge. So try to mix and vary my veg, and getting a subscription box like this just means that someone else does all that thinking for you, basically. I did order tomatoes and broccoli, but aside from that, we used this for our veg, because having variation in your diet is really important for a healthy gut. So lest we not forget, I'm gonna pop these in the fridge and I'm gonna make my breakfast. This is the sourdough that I got, that I was talking about. It's honestly so good. It's like moist. I don't know what it is, but this is the only sourdough that we get that when you cut it, it's like, it sticks to the knife. I don't know if that's a sign of a good sourdough, but I think it is because it tastes really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very good.
Stone's choice for breakfast. It's got,
it's literally just bacon and egg.
Sourdough egg, 2 eggs, 4 bacon medallions. That's probably got about 50 G's of protein in there.
24 grams from the bacon medallions, 12 from the eggs, and 5 from the bread.
40 grams!
I'm on it, it's way to start the day.
We can't cook in the kitchen at the same time, so time for my brekkie. This is the jiggliest sourdough you ever did see. Got the finest tomato on the vine. Breakfast is served. We've got a slice of sourdough with avocado, tomatoes, and eggs, which is mostly egg whites with 1 egg. I didn't mean to put in as many egg whites as I did because I forgot that I'd already had eggs earlier. But egg whites help bump up the protein amount of meals, and because I don't have bacon or anything like Stone does, I just, rather than having loads of eggs, because that can actually clock up quite a lot in terms of calories versus the amount of protein you have and fats. I'll put in quite a few egg whites, but this has got about 40 grams of protein in, which is really good. And obviously Stone mentioned how much protein was in his, so hopefully that's 2 good breakfast meal ideas for you guys. I'm just gonna eat this and carry on doing a little bit of work. I think I did already mention it, but I had a coffee with some oat milk when I was walking and working before, but yeah, I'm feeling nice and energized and hungry, ready for some breakfast. It is now 11 o'clock, which is a bit later than I typically have this meal, but the morning did just get away with me a bit, and I'm not trained yet, so I'm not as precious around food timings. I was just looking at my training for today, and today we've got a 12K controlled speed endurance focused session on a flat running surface. Mouthful, I know. I'm trying to figure out when is best for me to do it and where, because I've already been to the track once this week, and I think I'm just gonna do this run outside. The track is obviously faster, but I also need to know that I don't need to get super hyper obsessed with always running on optimal surface, because actually when I do the half marathon, I am gonna be running around town. So we've got a 2.5K easy warm up, and then we've got stretching and strides and some activation work, and then we've got 6 2 minutes of a fast pace and 90 seconds recovery, and then we've got an additional 4 minutes recovery before I do another 6 2 minutes at fast pace, a faster pace than the previous block, and then 4 minutes recovery, and then 2.5K cool down at a relaxed pace. And it's a really nice day. I always am checking the weather at any given point. You could probably ask me what the weather is. Like, I am the weather woman. I can tell you the UV, I can tell you if it's gonna rain today, because I feel like when you're a runner, that is just something that's so important, because it really determines what I'm doing that day, what I'm doing for the week. Like, I need to know on a rolling basis what the weather is doing. But this week's been so nice, and today we've got highs of 21, lows of 12. I think I'm gonna do my run just like with enough time to get back, shower, and then go to the gym to teach, because I'm actually teaching tonight. It's Friday and I don't usually teach on a Friday evening, but sometimes I'll pick up the shift if cover is needed, because I actually kind of like teaching on a Friday. I typically teach mornings just because it's good to be in a similar routine, but because Stone plays rugby and he's back in season, we don't really do anything crazy on Friday, and so I'm more than happy to teach and then just walk back, have dinner, chill, get some food. That's kind of what we do on a Friday. There's never any alcohol involved or anything. I'm never getting super dressed up, because if we do something like that, it would be on a Saturday typically, just because he's always got a game on the Saturday morning. I usually do a long run Saturday morning just to sync things up. So yeah, I will be teaching. I've only got 1 class to teach. Back to my point, actually. Run, I'm gonna do, I was thinking of doing it at the track, but I'm actually just gonna do it around town. Sometimes when I look at these fast paces, I'm like, I literally can't do that around town. Where could I do that? But 2 minutes of running at a fast pace, I think I might go down to student area in Manchester, because the roads are really wide there, and as long as I'm not there when the students are coming and going, which they might be actually, because I think it was like graduation the other day. There's so many things you have to think about when you're a runner. If you can go at an off-peak time for students, which on a Friday, I can't really remember what time you finish uni. I think they probably would still be going till 5, I think. Is that what you do? You do 9 till 5? I can't even remember, it feels like so long ago for me. Well, school is 9 till 3, and then uni is 9 till 5. I mean, for me, it was like 8 till 6 some days, I swear. I need to move my calendar around a little bit. I'm trying to consciously get better at not over-tasking myself in any one given day, because I'm literally one person. I can only do so much, and I like, well, I say I like, literally, as of this week, I'm really setting some solid boundaries with myself. I don't know how many of you guys would relate to this. I guess if you're someone that works in an office, or you have a normal job where you're not working for yourself, you go to the office, you do your work, and if the work doesn't get done in that day, you're not gonna carry on working all night. You're not gonna take it home with you and get your laptop back out. I mean, most people wouldn't, and I don't think anyone should. But to me, it's so easy to just pick up my laptop and jump straight back in, but mentally it's not good for me because one, it's been impacting my sleep. Two, I've just not been present for Stone. I will work until the second I go to sleep, and then I feel so bad. But there's always more to do, and I'm always trying to tie off things. So I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. And there are things that I've done that have really helped that, but I'm trying to make sure that at 6 p.m. I'm not picking up any work that's on the laptop or the phone. Like, everything's done in the day. I can post on my story if I want to post on my story, if I'm doing something like personal, but typically I probably wouldn't. YouTube's fine, filming things is fine, but you know, the work, typing, organizing, responding, that needs to be done in the day. That needs to be done before 6. So I woke up earlier today to start work earlier because I'm gonna be having an hour and a half-ish or more out of my afternoon for the run. So that's how we're working it today. But anyway, enough talking. I'm gonna go. It's only 11:38, but I do not know where the day's gone. Hey guys, I've just had a client call and I forgot to show you, but I've just had a pear and a satsuma. I'm still following this trend from my yoga retreat. So fruit, veg, keeping it varied, keeping it healthy, keeping it natural. I am having more fruit before runs as well as my carbs, and not just always having banana. I think runners seem to eat a lot of banana, but I'm trying to change that narrative. So I am now obsessed with pears, and that is now my new narrative. Pears and satsumas and plums. We also have bananas, but I'm not eating them. But I have just been in this little booth. How cool. We're not actually allowed to film here, so hopefully I don't get told off, but I've been in this little booth because they're really good for calls where maybe just want a bit more privacy. Or I'll come in here if I really need to focus and it's a bit noisy out there, but sometimes I don't love being shut off from the rest of the world. So I'm gonna pack up and move outside and do an hour more work before I then get ready to go on my run. I was just about to have some toast before my run. I got stickers. Well, I paid like 12 quid for it to come quick because time is of the essence. Oh no, they're too small. They're like postcards. Got these stick on the goodie bags. Got stickers for tomorrow's run club. These are flyers. I thought I can just like plonk some in reception. Oh,
they're good.
There we go. I'm gonna give one to the guys in the shop. That's actually quite good, you know. Don't tell me there's any spelling mistakes. Hopefully the QR code is scannable. I'm gonna put these are basically posters for my run club, and I just thought, you know what, if I'm gonna put all this time into run club, I'm gonna get more people involved. So I thought I'd spread the word, spread the good news.
I've got jam on my camera.
How have you got jam on your camera? It works.
Good.
QR code to the gram.
Nice.
Pop them on reception. They're good though, aren't they?
They're very good, yeah.
I think this cost me about 50 quid though, which is kind of a lot. But £20 off my next basket. Definitely be using that. Got quite a lot of stickers though. These were the expensive part, I think. These are to go on the bags because branding is key. I was meant to get a flag made for this run that's tomorrow and didn't do that, but I think that would be quite expensive. I think that would be a lot, and I'm not making any money out of this. Like, this is completely free, so it's basically a loss-making situation run club, but we do it because we love it, and yeah, it's great. I do love the community aspect. But anyway, I'm about to make some bread, or should I have, maybe I'll have the overnight oats that I never ate for my run. Let's see if these are still holding up. Thing is, I don't love having too much protein before a run because sometimes you can just feel it like sloshing around in your belly. But these look good. I think they might be a bit too proteiny. I need something a bit more carb based. I think I'm gonna eat the big berries and then have some toast. I think that's all of them. Basically, what I find is protein oats are great, but if I have protein oats before a run that's hard, and I've not really got enough time to let it fully digest, then I can just feel the protein in my stomach, which, if you're not running, it's fine. That's what protein's meant to do. It's meant to keep you fuller for longer, fill you up, keep you satiated. Great, but if you're running and it's in there and it's not digesting, you can just feel it going like this. I don't think sourdough really is the best either, for me personally, but it is carb based, so I'm gonna have it. I think this sourdough in particular has more fat in compared to some other breads. I don't know, maybe I'm making it up. It's just because it's like so jiggly. What is making it jiggle like this? Anyway, this is what we're having. And then I also did already have a pear and an orange, so that should keep me good. And then I'll have the sourdough. We're gonna go banana, and I'm gonna put some honey as well. This is a staple runner's dish. Sourdough, banana, and honey. For me anyway, it is. Love it. So to summarize, let's show you what I'm doing. Before a run, I'll always have some carbs, especially if it's a hard or a long run. And we want fast, easily digesting carbs, not anything that's got too much protein in. Because protein keeps you fuller for longer, as we all know, and that's not great when you're running because it bounces around in your stomach. So that is that. Honestly, the sourdough is the best. I think I might, do we go butter? Yeah, we go butter as well. A little bit of butter. I used to love peanut butter, but I've just not been buying it so much, but this would be the kind of thing that I used to put peanut butter all over. I'm gonna put some honey on. Ta-da! I don't know where the sun's gone. The day is truly disappearing. It's now 2:07. I'm gonna go on the run at 2:45. Let this digest. Also, I'll tell you guys, I think I was balding. Well, I thought I was balding and potentially had an issue, but turns out it was just my hairstyle, which is why we've gone for a bit of a softer hairstyle. We're using less gel now. I don't think it's too bad, but basically here the hair was starting to thin, so we're just being a bit more careful because I don't want to have a bald patch at the front of my head. So yeah, less hair gel. We're oiling. I literally have the greasiest hair today because I put in so much oil last night. I'm just trying to look after my hair because I always tie it up and I just need to be a bit more gentle. So if anyone's got any gentle hairstyles that they would recommend, I would love to hear. But I love the slick back look. That's the issue. What have you got?
For likeness.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah. My favourite biscuit.
Oh, good. And he's got an energy drink. What to wear on this run? Do I go shorts? I think I go shorts because it is kind of warm. I think I go shorts, but I've got black underwear on. And I was gonna put these on, but then I was like, I don't know if I could wear black underneath these, but they are double lined. This is why sometimes I'll lay out my clothes like the night before, because sometimes I end up just wasting time thinking about what I'm gonna wear on the run. Oh, I might wear blue. Go on. Let's go blue. And wear matching top. We've got the Honor Active, the twist front unified sports bra, I'm pretty sure that's it. And then I've got the unified shorts, which are great. Both pieces, so good. Everything from Honor is 11 out of 10. And if you guys want to get anything from Honor Active, then I'll pop my link below because that stuff is amazing. Let's see if we can do an old school transition. You ready? We've got the unified seamless. The length of the shorts is quite nice. They're not too short. And also the material is pretty compressive, so it does stay up. It looks buttery soft. It doesn't move. Like, she is staying there. I think I've just got deodorant marks. But yeah, you've got this beautiful V-shape detail on the bum. You can attach the straps differently so that it's not backless, but I like having it like this, though sometimes it does feel like it's pulling on my neck and giving me a hunchback, but best go, because I need to get these bits done before I go on the run in about 15 minutes. You know what is my toxic trait? It's trying to squeeze a task that's an hour into a 15-minute gap, because now my brain is going at 100 miles an hour and I just want to carry on, but I'm having to pull myself out and go on this run, which isn't ideal. But anyway, work is done for the day. Everything is now paused until tomorrow. I need to just de-stress because I was getting a little bit like about that. Just put on my running vest. I'm gonna be wearing my Adios Pro 3s today, and I was popping on my headphones. My Garmin's saying that the run is gonna take me an hour and a half, which I don't really have time for, so I'm a bit scatty. That is how I describe myself right now. But I'll see you guys after, because I'm not gonna film on this run. I just need to get my head into it because currently I'm like, ah. But I'll see you after. Last time you saw me, I was about to go on my run and the camera is literally flashing red, and I think it's probably gonna die any second, so I'm gonna try chat fast. But I went on my run. In short, didn't love the run, had a tough run, and on reflection, I realised that it's because I ran too much this past 2 weeks. I've done what my coach has set, but then I've also been doing additional run clubs, and he's not really been like, no, he's just been like helping me flex around it. And I think I should have realised that it was too much. I think if someone else allows me to do something, I'll always just try to do it. But yeah, I've just been doing too much running. I just probably need to get back to my old routine and training. But obviously the half marathon's coming up, so that was also kind of on my mind. And the fact that I only hit my pace for 2 of the 2-minute intervals was a little bit worrying. Had a bit of a shit run. I think my head wasn't in it. On reflection, I would have been better if I did really want to do a hard run today. I'd been better going to Barry's and doing a class and not trying to do it on my own. But sometimes I guess it's kind of telling, if you're not able to do it on your own, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it at all. Maybe you probably just need the rest, or you need to do something else. So I think I should have seen that in myself, but because I needed to get a session in and then I was teaching, it just felt like too much of my day was taken, and I have and still have so much I need to get done. So yeah, tomorrow, a lot of things have been scheduled to tomorrow, but aware that this was meant to be a full day of eating, so we'll come back to the food. But it's just been a bit of a chaotic afternoon and evening, to be honest. This really isn't my usual Friday. My usual Friday is a bit more relaxed. So yeah, had the run, got back, quickly got ready, changed, and then headed out to F45. At first I was just like not really in the class mentally because of my run, and then I got into it and I was like, give me some more reps, and I was actually really enjoying it and perked me up. But I just feel really mellow, and I think it's because I need to eat. But this full day of eating's been a bit all over the shop. My food patterns have not been normal. It's a bit of an interesting one for you guys, because usually I would be a bit more regimented in my meals, but because the day's just been so all over the place, it's just been quite hard. I had a 7-Up when I was coming back. I definitely need some food now. Stone is just cooking. It smells really good, so I'm excited. But I will insert a clip here of everything else that I eat today. We've got salmon, potatoes, broccoli with sesame seeds, Stone's got chicken, and we've got some sweet corn. I'm actually going to wrap up the YouTube here because I just think I need to switch off and zone out and just spend some time with Stone. So yeah, I hope that you guys found this slightly chaotic video somewhat helpful or insightful. I mean, not every day is perfect, not every day is 100%, but that is life, and we try and adapt and we try do our best. Yeah, that's my full day of eating as part of my half marathon training, with a run that didn't really quite go to plan. But you know, tomorrow is a fresh day, and tomorrow I've got another run. But then Sunday is yoga and a recovery day before another week. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys that have made it to the end of this video. I love you so much. And let me know if you liked this video, if you find this style of video helpful. I'll definitely do more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.